The other place where the values don't match is how we spend our time. There was a time in my life that, in fact, honestly, Netflix should have paid me for the amount of Netflix that I watched. No. There was one show that is a Turkish TV show. So good. It's historical fiction. And each season has about average 90 episodes, and each episode is about average 45 minutes long. That's 5 seasons. I watched that whole thing. In fact, I wish I don't have my phone here. I want to do the calculation. So 5 seasons times 90 episodes times 45 minutes. Let's try to do that actually. That's about 5,000 minutes times 5. So 25,000 minutes divided by, I don't know how many minutes there are in a day. My brain is not working that quickly, but do the calculation. It's 42 working days. 6 weeks. Imagine if you, apart from maybe a few weeks of vacation, because I do believe in resting and recharging, imagine if I had 6 weeks to just work on, to just go home on something that I really am passionate about and to give it my all, the way I gave that show my all, because I gave it my full faculty. Whenever I was watching that show, I wasn't scrolling on my phone. I was focused. And then when I'm done watching the show, I would look at my pipeline, because at that point I was a weight loss coach. I'll look at my pipeline and I'm like, why is this not happening now? Like, I'm not getting enough clients. Well, sis, gosh, I wonder if you had spent all that time that you used to binge on Netflix to actually go deep on your content that will attract your ideal clients, content that will actually give value to people, and they will just be knocking on your door and just like, shut up and take my money. I want to work with you. What if you did that? But that is the thing with we human beings. When we are doing these things where our values are just off and the way we are showing off just doesn't make sense. We dig deeper into it, because it now becomes this vicious cycle where we have this negative self-talk where it's like, why am I doing this? Why am I showing up like that? And that talk, the way we go about it, we end up in a not so great place. We beat ourselves down instead of us just like, okay, you know what? All right, I was an autopilot. I kind of, just got distracted and got so lost there. I'm going to change right now. I'm going to pivot right now. For some of you listening to this or watching this is your moment to actually just stop and pivot right now. Like, okay, you know what? I was being stupid. I was showing up like someone who doesn't have anything to do or anywhere to go in this life. But now, okay, I realize it. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to change how I show up right now, starting right now. I forgive myself for showing up like this, maybe for the 117th time. But you know what? I'm getting up again and I'm going to try again. I'm going to give myself my very best again. But no. When you're living the life of quiet misery, do you know what you do? You dig deeper. You're like, and you feel so bad. And because you feel so bad, you kind of need something to make you feel happy or to make you feel good. And so you click next episode, or you allow Netflix to just do that next episode. And you just kind of get comfortable, and that voice in your head is gnawing and telling you, but you're just like ignoring, like, just shut up. I'm just going to watch this thing because it will make me happy. Or you might move to another vice and just like, okay, you know what? Let me even order that taking. Hey, what's that burger place or what's that ice cream or whatever to feel good? And then you feel good temporarily. But again, emphasis is on temporarily. Because when you now do that, you're now like, why did I even eat that thing? That did not even make me feel so good after all. And because you don't feel so good, you're like, okay, let me just watch the next episode. It's crazy. This is madness. And I have every right to say this because I've been there too. I'm not dissing you. I'm not trying to insult anybody. When I talk about your values are off in terms of what you focus on, what you put your mind on. On one hand, you say, I want to be a world leader, or I want to be best in class in this business, or I want to be best in class at my job. Or, you know what? I want to create a life that is financially free. I want to make enough money so that I don't have to worry about money, worry about working. So I can actually work on things that I enjoy. You say all of that, and then instead of meditating on those things that might help you to actually get there, to actually become that person, you instead think on all these thoughts that don't get you anywhere, like the ones that I just went over earlier. You know, you think about other people that are killing it, you compare yourself with them. You think about maybe a time in your life where you were killing it and you're wondering, why am I not like that? You'll be asking questions that don't have any answers, or maybe questions that you already know the answers to, but it's better for you to just stay in that question mode, because then you don't really have to answer anything and you don't really have to take any action. Hello. Who can identify yet as living a life of quiet misery just yet? Like, seriously, at what point is this going to end? Is it when you are 44, when you're 49, when you turn 52? I mean, like, or when you finish spending maybe 3 decades in a career that you are not really passionate about? Or is it when something pops up in your life where you suddenly need a huge lump sum of money and you don't have massive savings and you have to keep working because you actually need to now, you just need to keep your way of, making those bills, and you're not free to actually pivot and do what you want to do? Like, when are we going to stop this thing? When does it end? It's the life of quiet misery. On the outside, you're successful, you look good, you're wearing your designer labels, like, you're smacking on your lipstick. Actually, if you're on YouTube, how do you like my lipstick shade? It's so cute, right? Okay. Anyways, so, you're looking good, but deep down, there's like in your head, there's like all these, things, these projects that you never got to, or you started them and you just never, saw them through. I did these things, projects that I will start and not finish. I'm a great starter, poor finisher. And that is why I'm walking my own journey right in front of you with this podcast. And I'm going to prove to my future self and to even my current self now that, Kepo, you have the ability to follow through. You have the ability to finish things, of which I don't plan on finishing, quote unquote, this podcast. It's going to go on and on and on. No, okay. I shouldn't sing that because I don't know if YouTube will flag that as copyright music. Anyway, so you're living the life of quiet misery and you're in it, and it's time to get out.